Alright folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Today we're going to be talking about a few different stories. Some mystery packages are coming to Texas, and Illinois is thinking about maybe going its own way, or at least counties are deciding maybe they don't like their governance. Alright folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Just want to talk real quick about a couple different things. Things that are going on. If you saw the open with Elon Musk, he is evidently driving the Democrat Party insane. And so things are not going swimmingly. And as that is all going on, and we're getting soundbite after soundbite of people going after random security people in front of the Department of Education and press conferences, and everybody else freaking out because, heaven forbid, we get a little bit of an idea of where all of our taxpayer monies are going on. Well, it seems Texas is getting some some packages from China again. And what essentially is going on is the same thing that happened last time. I think this happened during the Trump presidency. There have been invasive species that have been sent to America randomly, and this time kind of targeting the state of Texas. There have been 5 instances of this since it has begun, and one of the packages was a wild lotus, or Indian lotus. It is invasive. It's not toxic or anything, but state of Wisconsin has a ban on them, but evidently it gets into water systems and grows and does what invasive species does, or do. So they're watching the agricultural department head, whatever his name is. I think his last name is Miller, Sid Miller. He is telling everybody to be vigilant, and if you get these kind of packages in the mail, that you should turn them over to the state officials as soon as possible. It's these big seeds that come in packages. They've got a nutrient water to them, but if you get something you ordered, because most people ordered something else and then the package they got was these seeds, don't just take them and start doing crazy stuff with them. Turn them in. Other than that, Texas is doing pretty well. A lot of companies are moving there. A lot of businesses are moving there, and the reason why is because it is a business-friendly state. Well, one state that is not business-friendly is Illinois, and Illinois is having multiple counties that are wanting to possibly leave, and Indiana is saying, come on over. I know this personally because a few years ago, our 3 western states, the fabulous state of Maryland, or 3 western counties of the fabulous state of Maryland. Well, Allegheny, Garrett, and Washington County said they wanted to secede because they didn't really feel like they were represented in the state legislature or for anything. And so there's a bit of a secession movement. Of course, all the wonderfully red-led cities in the east, like Baltimore, fabulous paradise that it is, did their best to make fun of, the Westerners, heaven forbid, with their farms and their country folk and, their normal values. Well, they all wanted to leave the state, and of course they didn't allow it, and it was just kind of more of a story than anything else. Same thing is now starting to happen in Illinois. Secession is possibly being bandied about by the counties of Iroquois, Calhoun, Clinton, Greene, Jersey, Madison, and Perry. Now, I don't know if you've ever been through the great state of Illinois. It is a, middle western farm, state, but up to the north, of course, you got Chicago. Then you also have other wonderful bastions of progressive fascism, like East St. Louis and other places that are being run into the ground. The larger, more urban areas So these counties are thinking that they are wanting to do a non-binding ballot question on cutting ties with Illinois. 6 of the 7 counties approved the advisory question by more than 70%. Iroquois County vote was 72%, and Calhoun County was 76%. These people want to leave J.B. Pritzker and all of the wonderful things that are going on in Illinois, like getting the crap taxed out of them, and getting all of their Second Amendment rights messed with, and just wind farms everywhere. I mean, it's really becoming a problem for the people that live there, and so numerous counties are now trying to take the initiative to get out. On January 14th, the Republican introduced legislation, that is Todd Houston, and that is in Indiana House. He is the Indiana House Speaker, and he wanted to establish the Indiana-Illinois Boundary Adjustment Commission, which would include 5 members appointed by Indiana governor and members appointed under Illinois law to discuss moving the state line, which effectively would be a bit of a secession. 51st state, redrawing a line. These counties want out. Why do they want out? Well, it's because of poor governance, it's because of overtaxation, it's because of a lack of freedom. There's all kinds of things that are now starting to come out and show us exactly what has been going on. And, most people don't want the progressive fascist version of governance. It's coming out with all the different things that are going on with the USAID. It is coming out that numerous billions upon billions upon billions of dollars have been spent on keeping this narrative going through multiple journalistic endeavors all over the world that are taking your taxpayer money and putting it towards progressive ideas. And the funny thing is that the more they push this stuff, the more people don't want it. So some of the fiscal mess that's going on in Illinois is their pension debt is $144 billion as of 2024. That is up $16 billion since 2000. And they aren't doing too well. So Pritzker is the governor, and he is the master of that welfare state, the union state, the political machine for the Democrat state. Democrats control all 3 branches of the state government, and everything there is basically in the shitter. So it is what it is. So now, counties want to leave. Now, what is the ultimate big thing that's going on? What's the larger thing going on? Well, there is a bit of a political divide. I watched a great video by a channel that used to post here every day, but of course they got ridden out like many other channels. Native Voice is leaving. Numerous channels are leaving this platform because, well, they are censored. They are not put into the algorithm. They're not giving any kind of sunlight into what they're doing, and so they go to other areas. Well, this is what Forward Observer did, but they put out a video every once in a while. Their main analyst, I think his name is Mike, I forget his last name, but he's just excellent. Former military intelligence, I think he still does it. He gives talks, and he's a very well-respected person. And he's saying that we are looking at potential CW action sometime in the 2030s, and that everything that is going on around us right now is just a lead-up, and just like the St. Floyd stuff that was going on in 2020, here by about 2027, 2028, after they get their different people in place and their different shock troops in place, we're going to start to see, again, things that happened like they were in 2019, 2020, when the active left becomes active in doing all of the things that they have been known to do. And we are all very familiar with a mostly peaceful protest that they put on, which effectively involves people's businesses that have been around for many decades getting razed to the ground or torched by not exactly the most sane of people. So my suggestion to all of you is to get your house in order and to get, vigilant and to get ready for these kind of protests. They've been largely quiet as it states right now, but as you can see, they're just getting started, and they will activate and be doing the things that we are always seeing them do. It's going to take a little time, but you should be ready for all of this. And, well, I don't think too far from now we're going to see the political violent left get into their mode of disruption, resistance, and all the other pretty buzzwords they call, which is just plain old-fashioned terror, if you will, as we call it over on Crisis Report. So, get ready, folks. Hold on to your butts. Don't open any packages from China. And let's see what happens with all this, because it's going to get moving. Promise. Stay vigilant. If you like what we're doing here, please decide to join us as a member. It's a couple bucks a month. It does help and kind of alleviates the pressure that the platform puts on us. If you don't like them and you like us, you can join us on Buy Me a Coffee and Subscribe Start and Locals. Or you can do nothing and just listen for free, whatever you want to do. And we'd love to have you over on Twitter, X, Gab, Minds, and Truth Social. But we are growing. Not here, but we are growing. And we'd love to have you with us. God bless, friends. We'll see you on the next one.